All right, what's up, guys? I wanted to start documenting my training on here. Pretty fucking boring day to start, but I think that's a bit of a problem anyway. Is that when people document their training in like a more complete fashion, they want to document the impressive days, and it leads to a little bit of a misleading impression of how they got to those impressive days. So here's just kind of a middle of the block first week of my strength block coming out of hypertrophy block. That right there was 585 for a triple after 525 for a triple with a pause off the ground. About 90 pounds off my best triple to my knowledge, but building back into it. Been pulling in straps for a while, so got to get the mobility back on the underhand so I don't tear my damn bicep. And then I also tossed in the last 2 sets of 10 out of 5 sets of 10 on bodyweight pull-ups. Please don't bully me for not going higher. I would hit my head on the ceiling. Definitely a little harder now that I'm fat, but still getting them in. And then I usually end with a few sets of 10 on tempo split squats. Basically, I kind of like to do my quad hypertrophy after my deadlift days and my posterior chain hypertrophy after my squat days. Just a general little preference. Doesn't really make much of a difference. Could move them over, but kind of mixing and matching. As you can see, I'm using the completely empty SSB, which is very light for me, as I hope is evident. And that is because I'm kind of in the middle of my own little like mid-block knee rehab, and doing these with a reduced load and a tempo is part of how I'm looking to kind of expedite that process of it not hurting, right? Because I would like to get it in one piece so that I can kind of test where my new mid-bar stance is on my squat, because my current PR is 716 done with like a true low bar. And I can't say I'm a huge fan of true low bar just because it tends to do enough damage to my upper body that training becomes less enjoyable. So I'm kind of playing around with going back to an old mid-bar position that puts a lot less stress on my arms. Hopefully going to be able to get that in working order and kind of come close to what I can do low bar and then push it from there. But we'll have to see. If my ego hurts too much and it's too much of a drop back, I'll probably end up going back to low bar. I hope this was helpful. I always wish that people would document just more regular training, not like 2 weeks out from a meet, heavy single. Like, there's not much, in my opinion, you can learn from that. So here you go.